Hey guys, I am Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. I'm so grateful as always that you guys are listening, subscribing, and commenting on my channel. I appreciate the support. In this video, I want to speak to you guys about how we have this thing as INFJs that we are quick to judge someone as preferable or not preferable, or good or bad, or negative, positive, and we put them into a box. And we're like, all right, this person is in this box. I don't think I'll ever get along with them. I don't think we'll be ever friends. I don't think we're going to be close to each other. So I'm going to ignore them, or I'm going to pretend like they don't exist, right? And I'm not saying just INFJs do this. Every person on this planet does this. We judge people and we put them into boxes, and we think that that box is accurate, and that box is accurate for the rest of their life, right? And even if we meet them 20 years later, we'll be like, yeah, no, I put them into that box. So yeah, I don't think I can be friends with them because of course they're still in that box, right? And for me, I've been really noticing that I did this in the past a lot. And so I would, meet someone new and I would be like, no, these are all the different things. I would just judge them based on the way they were dressed or based on the way they spoke. And I would put them into a box of, yeah, not desirable, not the kind of person I would ever be friends with, not the kind of person I want to be friends with. And I just put them into the stranger category and I just ignored them. I did not try to even get to know the real person. I didn't try to get to know who they truly were, because that might be completely different from what you think they were, right? Because people do sometimes have a tendency to surprise us. And that's what I've been noticing a lot in my recent journey in my life that I'm in right now, that I cannot put people into boxes anymore, because people have a tendency to surprise me in a lot of different manners. Now, even though I'm using my intuition and I'm saying, all right, this person is like this, there is a tendency for people not only to not stay the same, which means that if you judged them 6 months ago, they might be a different person right now. They might have made some amendments within them. They might have changed themselves. They might have grown. Not only that they're changing, but also that you might have judged a part of them that is accurate, but there might be different layers to them. Like, just like you have layers as an INFJ, they have layers as well. Not as many as you, but perhaps the persona or the mask that they present to the world is that person that you don't think you'll ever get along with. But perhaps if you kind of dug deep a little bit, and you kind of understood them a little bit more, and you got to know them a little bit more, you might realize, wow, this person's actually really quite interesting, and I would like to get to know them much better. And this is something that's happened to me quite often in the past. As I said, I've been noticing that just the act of me opening myself up and believing that this person probably has a lot more to offer me as an individual, as a friend, as an acquaintance than I give them credit for, has caused a lot of people to appear into my life that in the beginning, in the past me would have completely dismissed them and ignored them and never hung out with them. But this new me, has had the opportunity to make friends with all these new people that are surprising me and becoming friendly to me in a way that I never imagined it would happen before, right? And so I'll give you a quick example, obviously, just demonstrate. So as I said, I've been going to interesting events in the city. I'm in Chiang Mai right now, and it's just a cornucopia of random, awesome healing modalities and hippie events and healing events, and just like a lot of interesting, cool stuff. I really love living here just because of that particular reason. The community is just perfect. But because I was in the hibernation mode for the last few months, suddenly I feel like, all right, I'm ready to kind of come out again and spread my wings and meet people and do all of that socialization thing, right? A socializing thing. So I went out and I've been going to different events and I've been meeting people, a lot of people, right? Because it's very easy once you decide, okay, I'm going to go out, to meet a lot of people, especially in Chiang Mai. And so my regular tendency in the past would have been like, all right, no one that I meet is going to be my friend. I already have enough friends. I don't want more people in my life. I'm just going to keep myself closed off. No matter what persona they present to me, they're not the right person for me, and I'm going to judge them and I'm going to put them into a box, and that's it. Right? As I said, I've been trying something different, and I've been trying to open myself up a little bit more, like a flower. I've been like, all right, I don't know who this person is. I might make a couple of judgments. They're this. They're like a type A personality. They're a perfectionist. They're spontaneous. They're a P. So they're perceivers, things like that. So I might make all these judgments, and I still do, of course, judge them on what I think their type is and what they might be doing in the world and how they perceive the world, etc. But I also realize that a lot of that information, even though it might be accurate, it's not the complete story. It's not the complete story. Even though you might like to believe as an INFJ that, yeah, no, that's it. That's the only thing I need to know about this person, and I don't need to know anything else. They're not going to be my friends. I don't think I'll get along with them. That's it. I'm done with this person. I'm walking away, right? I would have done this in the past too, so I'm not judging you guys. But I'm trying to be like, all right, cool. So yeah, these are the few things that I think I know about them, judging based on my judgments about them. Cool. But how about I ask them a few questions? How about I have a conversation with them? How about I try to get to know them a little bit better, truly, from the conversations that we have, right? Because the mask that they put on, and everyone puts on these masks, will be inaccurate in a lot of ways. And you might be getting some sort of feedback from this person, but it might be 6 months old or a year old. You might be getting some feedback from this individual, but they used to be like that, and they're not like that anymore, right? And so really I'm trying, all right, I'm meeting people and I'm thinking, all right, so recently I met this person and instantaneously I had this judgment in my mind, oh, they're a typical normal person, they're going to get married and do all those things. They don't know who, I don't think I would ever be friends with this person. They seem pretty straight-laced, things like that. So I made a judgment about this person. But I noticed myself making that judgment. I was like, all right, cool, boom. So that's what you're going to do? You're just going to just dismiss her because you met her and you made this random judgment? You don't even know this person. So I sat down with this individual, and the universe actually sent her back into my life, nicely enough, at a lunchtime thing. So I was sitting there and I was having lunch, and she came back into my life, and I'm sitting there, I'm like trying to have a conversation with her. And it was great. The more we spoke, the more we conversed, the more I learned about her, the more I realized that she's actually a really interesting individual, and I like to get to know her better as a friend, right? And previously, if this has happened to me, I would have ignored her. If she did even come back into my life over and over again, if the universe was like, no, I think this would be a good friend for you, I'd be like, no, I have enough friends, I don't need more friends, and I've already made a judgment on her, I know who she is, I don't need her, and I don't want her, and that's it. I'd be stubborn about it. And I don't want to be that person anymore, because I feel like as that stubborn individual, I would have missed out, and I did miss out on so many friendships that now I'm taking advantage of it, right? So I met so many people in that phase of mine when I was being stubborn, who now I'm meeting again, and I realized that they're really awesome people that I want to hang out with them. I really want to spend time with them and be closer to them. But before, I would have judged them based on the fact that perhaps they were wearing short shorts, or perhaps they were wearing a lot of makeup, and I'd be like, no, yeah, actually they're superficial, I don't think I'd be friends with them. Why would I make that judgment without even knowing the person? Of course, I'm not saying that our judgments are completely inaccurate, and I know that as an INFJ with introverted intuition, we do know a lot about people without them even saying a word. But my urge to you guys, my plea to you guys, as new INFJs, newly minted INFJs, or as INFJs in general, is to step back a little bit and to try not to completely rely on your judgments and your intuition. I mean, sometimes, of course, if your intuition is really being powerful and saying, no, this person's dangerous, stay away, follow it. Obviously follow it. Don't completely ignore it. But try to spend a little bit of time with the individual and learn a little bit more about them before putting them into a box. So make your judgment, absolutely, because that is what we do. Use your intuition, because that is our power, our superpower. Learn a little bit more about that person, even despite your judgment and intuition. Have a conversation with them. Unless they're extremely dangerous in your mind, then stay away from them. But if they're not, if they're just a normal being, then speak to them, have a conversation, learn about them. And then if even then you're like, no, I don't think this person's going to jive with me, then you're like, all right, I'm not going to be friends with this person. Awesome, cool. But at least you gave them a couple of chances. At least you had a conversation with them. At least you allowed them to explain themselves and their lives and their ideas to you before saying, yeah, this is not gonna work out. We're never gonna be friends. It's okay. I'm not even gonna try, right? So I really want you guys to try this new process of taking a step back and